Barnabbe Prodcast.
Yeah, I'm not really sure when we are going to, release and upload this video. Maybe at the end of March. I don't think so.
Hopefully.
The guy is going to be my judge if I'm late with it, so whatever.
Sure, guys, just comment that he was late.
Szeki sucks and everything.
Well, don't say Szeki sucks. That's not nice. But just like...
Why? Szeki sucks. Why?
Szeki sucks?
Yeah.
In this episode of Barnabe Prodcast, we have a new segment called Szeki Sucks.
No, okay.
You guys can't see this, but there's like this metal molding that goes around the floor in my kitchen. And without fail, every single time Szeki comes over, he hooks his sock on this stupid metal molding and ruins so many socks.
You are really amused by this.
I am so amused because I've literally never had that issue, and I've lived here for months, and you always
But man, this metal corner is literally a freaking stock killer. Or sock killer, sorry. Stock is another thing. Like, it's a financial stuff. Maybe it could kill even your stock.
They have stockings.
I don't have stockings.
Why don't you have stockings?
I'm not used to wear it. I don't know. It would look weird, especially on
No, I
when
don't
we
know.
are shooting like Prodcast.
You just walked in with a shirt and stockings.
So whatever. Okay.
Guys,
we talked enough about my socks.
Thanks
so
for coming today.
whatever.
Barnabbe Prodcast.
Dude, question though. Did you like The Weeknd's last record? Did you listen to it? The Weeknd's last record? Did you enjoy it? Or album, I mean?
No, I haven't checked it.
You haven't checked After Hours?
No, I'm sorry, man.
Oh, man.
I was busy. I'm sorry. But
It's been out for
that's
months.
why you are here.
It's been out for months.
I'm sorry. I'm not a Weeknd fanboy.
Okay.
I should have done research about it. I'm sorry.
That was one of the things that just...
I know everybody
to be
says he was robbed. But
Well, I do think it's kind of peculiar how he wasn't even... Like, he was supposed to perform at the Grammys. And he didn't even get a single nomination. And for the first time in the Billboard Hot 100 history, he was the person to have a song in the top 10 for an entire year. So the song Blinding Lights was in the top 10 for the entire year. And that's the first time it's ever happened in that history. And so it's really weird how he wasn't even nominated. It kind of makes you wonder, like, what...
yeah, but every top 10 songs got nominated.
No.
Then,
But-
it's a bad logic behind it, so...
No,
Or
but
it cannot
there
be the
hasn't
only
been-
reason to
I'm not saying that's the
argue
only reason.
to
Because
argue
he's
the
gotten
judgment.
accolades for, like, with American Music Awards. He won, I think, for Best Album of the Year. He won that with American Music Awards, and he just didn't even have any nominations. We're not talking about if he won or not, but he has the recognition that puts him on par with, like Billie Eilish, Dua Lipa, Harry Styles, all these other people that were nominated in the Grammys this last year. His music is up to par with that, and he didn't even get a nomination. So it's just
I don't know what's
interesting.
happening behind the curtains, but
That's what everyone's
yeah,
trying
it's
to figure
it's kind
out.
of weird because at least he should have a nomination, I think, because his work, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Well, that was
I don't know how Grammys work, how this was the who are behind it.
Yeah, it's the anonymous expert panel or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
And that's what everyone is talking about. Like, what the artists are pushing for and kind of requesting from the Academy is to have more transparency with the voting process, because it's always been kept so secret. And they're like, okay, well, this logic doesn't totally make sense. And so whoever these experts are that are anonymous, we'd like to see some more transparency in that, to see how these decisions are getting made, because from our perspective, it doesn't seem like they're getting made correctly.
Yeah, maybe it's not the best comparison, but I don't know why I have this feeling, but it's kind of work in a way that, you know, drug tests with within sport, like NBA or etc. So they have random drug tests and everything, but I'm pretty sure they, or like big sportsmen, really know when it's going to happen, and they can, you know, be clean. So I think it's the same. There's no effing way that, like, nobody knows who is going to be, you know, in this secret and an anonymous
anonymous
judgment
voting
panel.
Yeah,
voting. Sorry.
No, you're good.
So, or like, there's no guarantee it's not corrupted or biased or paid or I don't know. So it's just weird. It should be transparent. And I don't know why it's not transparent.
No idea, but that's what they're all pushing for. Because it's not just The Weeknd that has spoken out about this. I know, like, Kanye's talked about it. There's a whole...
Kanye talks about a lot of stuff.
Anyway, he's not the only person that has, though. Like, you know, there's a long list at this point of people that have talked about it. And it's just interesting how they haven't made any of those changes, because what I was seeing and what I've been hearing is that they're kind of trying to save their reputation now. The Grammys is kind of trying to save their reputation.
Their own reputation? Like, you mean the reputation of the award or what?
Yeah. Because there's so many artists who are speaking out about it now.
I don't know, but they have so many opportunities to change it. Like, they could have changed the nomination system in a way that the nominated artists could vote to each other, or I don't know, like, just make it more transparent.
There's an element of, like, trying to preserve the history and integrity of the show,
or people has a vote in it. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good, but I think that that's something they're gonna have to, if they want to continue to have a longevity. They're going to need to rethink some things, because you know, when Billie Eilish won Record of the Year, she said in her speech that she was going to write a speech about how Megan Thee Stallion, I can't say that name, I don't know why, Megan Thee Stallion, I don't know why that's so hard for me to
just say MTS.
MTS. Bro.
Jesus Christ, what happened with the table? Okay. Dangerous, I know. Dangerous, I know.
Anyways, so she was going to write a speech about how Megan deserved it. But then she was like, nah, they're not even going to consider me, because it was based on, like, how Megan's music was received by the public and how it performed, how many people were into it.
It was really
it did really well. No, it just did really, really well.
Yeah, but it had a couple of songs which was a bit too explicit.
Yeah.
Explicit.
But they were still some of the biggest songs in the entire world last year. And so anyways, it was just interesting how, you know, it's not a good sign when you have an award show.
I'm sorry, but do you know which Billie Eilish song?
It was Therefore I Am, I think. I think that's the one it was. Or sorry, Everything I Ever Wanted. Or Everything I Wanted.
Man, I should check
that song.
Pop music.
That song
I'm sorry.
won Record of the Year. But it was just interesting how, like, it's not a good sign for an award show when the person that won the award is going up on stage and telling in front of the entire world, saying that they shouldn't have won that award and that it was first, like, someone else deserved it and they made a mistake in judging. That just seems pretty interesting, you know? And stuff like that has happened before.
Yeah, I don't know, but you cannot, how would you say it? Like, you cannot, when you try to prepare to something, to avoid it.
Oh, you can't, like...
You cannot avoid this to happen, because it happens all the time, because people are people. So
no, I understand.
Like Kanye West went to the stage and said, like, Beyonce is the best music video, etc. Or was it Beyonce? I think so. Whatever.
When?
It was like back in the days. I don't know how many years ago. So it
before my time.
No, but it's gonna happen. You cannot avoid it.
Yeah, that's true. I do think. I guess my main point is that,
like, so many artists is annoyed with the awards.
Yeah, and I think there's so much truth and validity in what you're saying. My main point is that if you have a large majority of these artists who are saying the same thing, then eventually it's going to catch up to you, and eventually it's going to hurt the longevity of the show if you don't start catering a bit and or adjusting how you do things.
Yeah, I think this case, the academy is forced to do something, and I think one of the best way is to involve the artists themselves, like, in a way they should be participate in the voting, or just have a voice in it. I don't know, or maybe let the public has a vote in it, like, I don't know, just for example, there's like 10 votes, and 2 of them could be like the public votes, or whatever.
Yeah,
like it would involve more people, and it would be more open and transparent. People and artists would feel like they can, like, manage
be
it,
a part of it.
Yeah, they could feel they are involved, and it would less feel it can be corrupted. I don't know. It's just weird. And the most annoying, it's not who won the award. The most annoying is like, everybody is really disappointed by the award and with the event. So that's a big issue.
Yeah, especially if they want to continue to have the award. Because
that's the goal, to the Grammy is supposed to be the biggest thing an artist can have or receive or achieve, and now it's just, even if somebody achieve it, it's just disappointing to them, or they not want it, or they are not agree with it or with the decision. So they have to do something with it, because it's gonna lose its value in this case. So
there's some changes that need to be made. Luckily, though, we don't have to make them.
What?
I said, luckily, though, we don't have to make them.
Oh, yeah. That's a good thing.
So I know, like, at the beginning of this whole thing, you told everyone that I did a lot more research. But I do know that you have done some research in this topic.
Yeah,
So I was wondering if you can give a very brief explanation of NFTs and what we're talking about when we say...
Man, I first wanted to mention some Hungarian-related facts about the Grammy.
Okay, we'll back up
because
then.
I'm
Tell
pretty
me
sure...
these Hungarian facts about the Grammy.
I'm pretty sure everybody knows now that Beyonce reached like 28 awards, and he's on the same level.
Yeah,
like in number of awards with Quincy Jones, who is like one of the greatest producers, and he's also a really good artist. I think he won his first Grammy in 1964.
How do you know that?
because I have a good memory.
Oh my god, I have a terrible memory.
Whatever, but
Hence why I
I'm
have notes. And he
not
just goes
sure
off the
that
top
you
of his
guys
head.
know who has the most
Grammys.
Grammys. Like, it's a Hungarian guy. Like, he was born in Hungary. He was born in Budapest here.
Really?
Yeah, Budapest. Sorry, I
Mhm.
I have to say it in Hungarian pronunciation. I'm sorry.
What-
So
wait,
he was
can you-
born in Budapest, and he was Jewish, and he was educated in music here in the opera.
Mm-hmm.
But then he emigrated. How you say?
Migrated?
Migrated?
I don't even know.
Man, it's your language.
I know, okay.
Whatever. So he migrated to the States because of his origin.
Yeah.
And then he was a really successful conductor and worked in studios. I read he was really talented in studio related works, and he won 31 Grammys.
Is he still living?
No, he died in 1997, and I think he won an award
Seriously?
at the same year. Yeah.
Wait, what's his name?
His name is George Solti in not in the
George Salty. Have you seen that dude? Where he's like cooking the steaks and stuff and he just grabs the salt and he's like...
No, it's not Salt Bay. This guy's way more way more classy. Whatever.
Are you kidding me? That is the equivalent of class.
No, how you can?
I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be harsh with Salt Bay, but George Salty,
On
he's a
another
classical
level.
music conductor. Worked with the best orchestras in the world. So I'm sorry.
Have you seen how... He works with the best
Well,
meats of the
so-
world.
What?
He works with the best meats of the world. Have you seen how he uses that knife? It's like a conductor's one.
Man, I don't
It's
care
like-
about his wagyus. I heard some people who were eating in Dubai in his restaurants, and it wasn't a big deal, whatever. But yeah, it's a good stuff for influencers to make pictures and videos. How Salt it's like the chopping really weirdly meats in the air, and it's like it's just an abuse with the meat. Like you should, I don't know, show much more respect for this poor Wagyu, which is like one of the most expensive meats on the planet. Like, whatever. I don't know. It's
Okay, we got way off track. Anyways, so
You
it was
started with
George Salty.
yeah. In English, you pronounce it like
How do you
this.
say it in Hungarian?
It's Shorty György. Because
Shorty?
Shorty.
Shorty.
No, not shorty like short. Short with L.
Shorty?
Shorty.
Shorty?
No, shorty.
Shorty?
Yeah.
George.
György.
George.
György.
Why is this so hard for me?
György.
George.
György.
George.
Yeah, J sound.
George.
J sound is hard for you, I know.
George.
György.
George.
Yeah, but he's mostly pronounced in a German way because he was living in Switzerland for a long time, and I think he can speak German too because I saw an interview with him where he fluently spoke German. So
Really?
it's Georg Solti.
Georg?
Solti.
Georg.
Georg Solti. I don't know. You can
Oh my
pronounce
goodness.
it anyway.
George Salty it is.
Whatever. So he has the most Grammys
That's cool.
ever at this time. I don't know. Maybe
That's cool.
Beyonce at this level.
Beyonce. Queen Bee.
Queen Bee can easily pass him, but
Maybe.
man, she's not that old.
Mm-hmm.
It's just 3 awards.
That's true. We'll see what happens.
A couple of more featuring.
As long as
one
long
or
as
2
the
more
whole-
albums and it's achieved, but
As long
it's just
as the
kinda
whole,
cool.
Like,
This
Grammys doesn't.
tiny
just
little
completely-
country has the most awards.
Honestly, though.
Barnabbe Prodcast. Barnabbe Prodcast. Barnabbe Prodcast.